Hello, brothers and sisters. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, please don't forget to subscribe. This is Uncle Lenny. You know, the goal of my channel is making sure that we promote businesses within our community. And this afternoon, I'm so privileged to meet my brother, Brother Rich. Brother, I want you to introduce yourself to my viewers, please.
My name is Richard Tumushime. I'm a Rwandan American. I live in Pittsburgh, and I'm happy to be here with Uncle Lenny today.
All right. So, guys, the reason why we are here is I want to tell you that all of us, we have got a responsibility making sure that we save the environment, we save the universe. So I want to show you what Brother Rich is doing over here. He's in the world of solar. So Mr. Rich, I want us to take us to see what kind of work is happening over here so that my viewers can see the good work that you're doing.
Hey, anything to save our planet, let's do it.
All right, guys, let's come around. So Mr. Rich,
Yes, sir.
so if someone else is looking to put in a solar, what is the first thing? What is the
The first thing first is to know if your roof or your house is suitable for solar.
okay?
Anyway, the good thing to know is to have a specialist come and look at your roof
Okay.
to make sure it's facing the right direction. The right direction for solar has to be facing south. And also the second thing is to know, is your roof okay to put on solar? Some roof, they're old and you have to renew it. But it's always nice to consult with someone who's really knows what he's doing.
Okay.
So which means you have to have a good roof, you have to have a good surface to put on as many solar as you want. So as we go up on my roof, I'll show you what I'm talking about.
All right.
Let's go. So the ladder is set,
Okay.
it's safe, and I've been doing this again for more than 10 years.
More than
So
10.
the way it's set up is safe. So I make sure the ladder is safe. So we're gonna go up. I'll go first, and I'll help you guys to get on it. Okay?
All right.
Oh, yes, yes.
So guys, you can see we are going on the roof. That's exactly what we are going to do today, so that you see the good work, what is happening over here.
Yes.
You're next.
Yes, sir. We want to go see God's work.
You are next.
Yes, so
Yes,
it's
sir.
because of you, Uncle Lenny. I'm coming. I like to stay on the floor.
Oh, you like to sit on the
Oh,
floor?
the floor is good, you know. This ladder. Well, I trust my brother, so I'm good.
All right.
Force it there.
Now you can come 2 legs, 2 hands. Take one step at a time.
So
Take your
brothers,
time.
this is Uncle Lenny. Uncle Lenny has to go up on the roof. I will encourage all of you guys to making sure that you consider putting solar on your roof, because that's the only way we're supposed to preserve the universe. Let's think about our children. What are they going to find in the next 10 years? Look at what is happening right now. Global warming is real. So you got to do your part. Uncle Lenny has started taking up a step today to go on the roof. I'll be expecting you to do the same as well in your house.
So keep coming. So we're gonna go up, and then you're gonna take a step. Have you been on the roof before?
Oh no, that'll be a first time.
It's always a first time.
All right.
So here we go.
Okay.
Alright.
He's on the roof.
All right.
So anyway, so the good thing about roof, this roof is one of the easiest roof to walk on.
Okay.
This is not a 12-12, so you feel comfortable. The way to walk on the roof is to step like you're walking on the ground.
Okay.
So it's just to be comfortable.
Wow.
Okay. So we're gonna look around. This is what the solar does. Okay.
Okay.
This is solar panels. I have over 30 panels on my roof. Okay.
Okay.
So the house has 3 surfaces. So if you look here, this is one surface. Behind you here, this is another surface. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So and then when you're walking, you can walk, but try always to, when you're walking, try to not step on the eave. Okay. Always walk the surface, because when you walk on the eave,
Okay.
you can cause leaks in the
Okay.
future. Okay?
Oh, okay.
So when you're walking, you try to stay, footed. Your feet stay footed. This is one of the easiest roof you
Or
can
you have to
walk on.
flat foot your
Yeah,
foot.
you have to flat foot your roof. So you can come on this side, it's more surface. Okay. So when you're looking at that, so this is one of the array. So solar panels has the sizes.
Okay.
So there's a small sizes in wattage, and also there's a bigger sizes in wattage. And also the panels, size of the panels matters.
Okay.
So right now, these panels you see, it's a 365 watts on the panel.
Okay.
But with the technology going on, you have the panels that can go up to 450 Now we have a new one with our company that goes to up to 525. So they're big panel, but we use them on commercial right now.
Commercial.
So, which is fine. So anyway, what I was talking about you to know how to get solar. This
Yes.
roof you see here is brand new roof. I changed it
Okay.
because when I bought a house, I wanted solar.
Okay.
I bought the house that is going to be suitable for solar. So, and I laid it out. I did everything myself. Start from the beginning to make sure the roof is fine. I went in the attic. If you look under these panels, there is what they call solar deck box.
Okay.
One under that solar panel is what they call solar deck box, whereby you connect the surfaces of your roof in the attic.
Okay.
So when you connect them in the attic, you correct everything comes here from the sun through your panel. It goes into the wires. It becomes DC.
Okay.
So when it becomes DC, there's what they call the inverter. I'll show you guys downstairs the
Okay.
inverter. So the inverter changes from DC to AC. AC is the power we use, the normal usage of power. Cooking, warming, water heater, everything uses AC. So we have those inverters, they change it into 110.
110.
So, and then you can start using it. So, as for now, for the last 2 years, I never had an electrical bill.
Wow.
Yes, I used to have my electrical bill because my family is a family at least 5 and above.
Okay.
Sometime I have, like last summer, I had a family of 10.
Okay.
So I had my brother who just moved, who just migrated to Africa.
Yes.
My brother won the green cards and the family, and they came and they stayed with us all summer last year. You know, and then, you know, my wife and the kids too. So our bill used to be over $300 in summertime. You know, heating, cooling, everything we used was electrical.
Yeah.
But right now, I don't have any bill. Actually, they pay me now.
They pay you now.
Now I become a producer
Wow.
of power. So whenever, the way it works is they what they call net meter.
Okay.
So the net meter, the way the net meter works, you feed into the grid.
Okay.
So I'll show you down there.
Okay.
Even now, there's no sun, but my house is running on the solar 100%. I'll show you down there. So the meter is going backwards. The net meter, you don't need a battery to have solar. The system that we have here in the States is the government gives the people the power to own their energy.
Okay.
Because there's no competition. If Duquesne can raise the bill anytime they want, and you aren't gonna say nothing.
You
because
just
there's
pay.
you just pay.
You just
but when
pay.
you have the option of say, you know what,
Yeah.
I have my solar.
Yes.
So what you gonna give me for my solar? So I sell power to Duquesne now. Now I'm a producer of power.
So my brother, hold on a minute. You know, I've lived in Pittsburgh, but when I did my research, in Pittsburgh we have about 2,032 hours. We have sun. What happens on the remaining hours? What
Hey,
happened on the remaining days?
I just told you today, there's no sun today, but I'm producing.
Okay.
So even in winter time,
Yes.
the production goes down,
Okay.
but I still produce it.
You still produces.
Because all you need is a daylight.
Wow. So brothers and sisters, this information is very important. When he kept on telling me he has zero bill on the zero bill on the electrical, I was wondering myself. I was like, how is it possible in Pittsburgh? Because there's winter comes in, and when winter comes in, sometimes you barely even see the sun. But he's just telling us that he produces. All he needs is just the daylight. So please don't sit down and start wondering like the way I used to be. I want to encourage you guys to do something. Think about it. He was just telling us that when he was buying this house, he had solar in his mind. Why solar?
Me, solar, from day one, I love renewable energy.
You love renewable energy.
So renewable energy is the way we can save our planet. First of all, when I became electrical engineer, I'm associate in electrical engineering, and then I went into renewable energy because where I come from, in the land of the thousand hill, Rwanda,
yes,
we have the days of sun. We have a lot of sun. There's no way we cannot take these good products into our country or into the planet we come from. We have the best weather for what we're doing here. And also, you know, it's not only solar that we can do there. We can do like wind. I do wind too, like power wind too. It's also a good thing to for renewable energy. We can see how we can cut down by cutting the trees. You know, if we plant the trees, that will save instead of having coal mine, you
Yes.
know, and trouble mills, you know. So solar is it's something I loved since day one, you know, like planning to do the water wells. To do the water wells in most of the villages, you just need about 2 panels, and then the well is going to run underwater.
Wow.
So it's solar is one thing. Everybody loves some things we love, but renewable energy is my career, and it's one of the things that feeds me on a daily basis too. So
Wow. So brothers and sisters, you can hear what Mr. Richard is telling us. We shouldn't just leave it for the government, but it has to take even all of us to be responsible. I will challenge you the day when you're going to go in your house, when you turn that switch. Do you think about saving the universe, or you're thinking about destroying? But right now you have an opportunity to do something that we can pass on to our next generation. Mr. Richard, let's talk about the cost involved into these panels.
So the cost involved in panels, actually people are scared about solar, mostly for nothing.
Yes.
Again, I know a little bit, but this gentleman will jump in for me, but I'm going to talk about what I know.
Yes.
So I'm going to talk about the good program that is going around through the government.
Okay.
So the government gives you back. If you're a homeowner and you put on a solar, the government gives you back 30% of whatever cost.
Wow. 30%.
30% comes back right back to you. So if you do a solar and you invested 10,000, for sure they're gonna give you 3,000 back, which means you invested 7,000. And then on top of that, there's what they call SRAC.
Okay.
We'll talk about a little bit more. It's a renewable energy sponsored by government. They pay you on how much you produce. So I don't know much. And then there's another way of doing it. He knows better about that.
Okay.
Because me, I'm a technical guy.
Okay.
I design it, I program it,
All right.
I install it.
Okay.
So anything financially, that's not in my field.
So just a
but
little bit.
anything about installing
Yes,
it,
yes.
I don't care how big it is.
So
I've done a lot of big projects in Pittsburgh.
In
area.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, a lot of them, like, you know, if you've known Phipps Conservatory, have you been to Phipps?
I'm thinking about going there. Yeah.
So it's a beautiful place to go. It's
Okay.
one of the renewable places in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
And then there's Frick Park.
Okay.
And then we just did the biggest one in Pennsylvania. The airport of Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Pittsburgh Airport. Next year we're doing another big project there, whereby Pittsburgh Airport is going to be running on solar by 2025.
Wow.
So
Wow.
all of it. So pretty much, even the government have seen the good thing about solar.
Solar.
You know, because the coal mine is not getting anything. Fracking is not going to help us.
No.
So solar is the way to go. And another thing, it gives the power to the people.
To give the power to the people.
So-
So Mr. Richard, just a little bit. I want to bring in, guys, today I came out prepared. I got the one who does the installation, and I brought in someone else who's going to talk a little bit about the financial part of it. Mr. Mike, you are welcome to my
Uncle Lenny.
Yes, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So thank you so much. You know, guys, it's important when men come together. I want you to introduce a little bit my viewers and talk a little bit about the cost associated to the solar before I bring in, because today I want my viewers to see much about the installation about the solar panel.
My name is Michael Martin, and I work for Trinity Solar, which is a solar company. I've been working with them for a couple of months now, and my interest in solar predates Trinity. It was back home, and I've always loved renewable energy. I've always loved renewable energy because when I was back in Nigeria, I always looked at how do we have so much sun?
Yes.
And we still remain in darkness, and we don't have lights. There must be something, some way. So I started doing my own research and reading about it. Fast forward, I'm in America, and I find myself working for a solar company. Now, back to your question that you said, the finance. As my brother, my mentor said, Richie, he said, yes, if you buy these panels, no matter the cost of the panels, the government, you're entitled to 30%. But there's also other availability, which we call public-private partnership, the PPA. Where is my company offers that you don't need to go get a loan to buy the panels. we qualify you into our program. And if you qualify into our program, what we do is come and install those panels at no upfront cost to you, the homeowner. So you don't need to go get a loan to buy the panels.
My brother, you said you can install without any cost.
Yes.
If you qualify me today,
Yes.
I can have solar in my house.
Yes.
Without no any cost.
Yes.
Guys, what are you waiting for?
And anybody that's interested, just contact Uncle Lenny. It will get to me. That's all. You know, don't say where's Michael. Just contact Uncle Lenny. Everything will go through Uncle Lenny, and Uncle Lenny will get you guys in touch with
Guys,
you.
my phone number is 412-853-7754. If you have any question or you want to inquire about solar, or you want to make sure that maybe someone else can visit your house to see if maybe the house is suitable to put the panels, please don't hesitate. I'm available 24/7. Brother, continue telling us about the cost.
Okay, like I said, it's not out of pocket cost. And I will advise a lot of people to just go through that so that, as Richie said, so that you get acquainted with the product. We all have to understand solar. We all have to understand solar. We all have to get involved. Like he said, we are all from Africa where we have sun. There's we call the white man Oyibo. Oyibo.
Okay.
In Nigeria, we call them Oyibo.
Oyibo.
The white man will not bring solar to your village or my village or his village. It's us that have to take solar back home. We can't wait for the white man to do that. We have to take solar back home. And the way we do that is first getting involved with solar, getting acquainted. And we live in a country where they are giving their people, they are qualifying their people to put equipment that are worth 10, 20, 30,000 to put it on their roof because they believe in they're trying to help on climate change. This is an opportunity for us to get involved. And as he said, he ain't had no bill for 2 years.
Wow.
There's no need for anybody to still be on Duquesne Light, West Penn, or Penn Power. You need to be your own generator. You need to generate your own energy. As I said, you don't need the sun. Daylight, cloudy days. People always say, like you made a statement that we only get 2,000 hours of sun in Pittsburgh. But I always ask this question: why do people get sunburn on cloudy days?
Wow.
Think about that. It's the UV rays. That's what the panels need to heat up. The UV rays. The UV ray. Like now we have cloud. It's working. As he said, you could go check his meter. It's chucking.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
And then
working.
also, one thing.
Yes, sir.
Add value on your property.
It does.
adds
value.
It adds value.
Value
On your property.
On your property. You
Yes.
get it now. Like I said, if you want to know more about it, I'm willing to come in and explain and do the survey and try to qualify you into our program. If you want to go loan, if you want to go PPA, there's opportunities. There are programs out there. So we shouldn't sit down anymore. Sit down and just say no. You should be generating your own energy, and solar is long term. You come in and you stay for the long term. There will come a time you will not have energy bill like him, and when you pass your property to your kids, you'll be passing a beautiful house with green and clean energy and no bills to our children. And I will be helping the planet and also taking it back home.
So right now I still have a question for
Yes.
Mr. Rich. Thank you so much,
No
my brother,
problem.
for telling us about how we can bring these panels on our roof. I'm from Zambia. Where are you from?
Nigeria.
And where are you from?
Rwanda.
Rwanda.
sir.
So you guys, you can see we have Rwandese, Nigerian, and Zambian. I have my mother in the village. In the village, she's using a small panel, but that panel of solar, it only powers maybe a radio. Where do we go wrong? Why is it my mom cannot even have a completely a set like this? Is it the cost associated with it?
I don't think basically it is the cost. I think more cost matters a lot.
Okay.
Because these things are not cheap. And
Okay.
though as technology goes, every year they get cheaper, and because more investment is going in, and we're finding more better ways to produce those panels. Yes, the cost matters, and I also think that what is being taken there, that might also be the problem, because if you have just one panel like this that is producing 300 and something watts, that's enough to light up a few bulbs than just a radio.
Just a radio.
Yes.
So, Mr. Sir, Is it possible for me to import these panels and ship it back to home?
Yes, most of the products you see here,
Yes.
there are few of them American made.
Okay.
One thing people they have to know, we American quality is different.
Okay.
Our quality is totally different, but the same companies that make the panels to ship to America is the same company that make the panel to ship to Africa. The most important is to know to have the right person. Like the way Mr. Mike said, we need the people. We need a new generation. We need the people who understand, like this young man who's holding your camera today, to understand how renewable energy works, how the environment needs us, how we can do better for our communities. It's just the knowledge. It's not we don't have money. It's not that we are not anything. It's all we need. We need those people who have passion of what they do. It's just a passion. Otherwise, there's quality and good properties out there. We have some countries. We get in Dubai. I've been to Dubai. There's so many things that you can take back home. You know, there's some of them, like this one of them, they come from Philippines.
Wow.
You know? Some of them, they come from Vietnam. Some of them, they come from Germany. Like, I'll show you down there. Like the inverters we use, they're not American made.
Wow.
All these big
Israel
projects,
and the rest
the
of
Israel, like all these big inverters we use on the big projects. I can show you around the project I've done or we are working on. There's no any big inverters like most of them, they're American owned but assembled somewhere else. So which means there's so many sources out there we can do. All we need passion. We need people like, you know, young generation to understand about the renewable energy, and we're gonna push it to the level we need to be.
I like what you said that we need young people to have the desire into the renewable energy. Do you have any plans to go out in the communities and start talking about young kids, telling them about the importance about renewable energy?
Mr. Mike does, but I do. I'm going to tell you I do.
Okay.
Because I did a lot of speakings mostly
Okay.
in high school. Again, my wife, she was born and raised in the South Hills. So I did a couple talking on some of the private schools,
Okay.
high schools, and I'm going to do one. I'm supposed to do one this month.
Okay.
So I'm still in arranging. And then also I did a lot of couple interviews and different news, you know, NPR. Did a couple of things about the community,
About
and
the
also at the same time, you know, we install. We did a lot of projects in low-income houses, you know, Homestead. You know, we did under community center, libraries, Monroville, Hamville. So anywhere, you know, like there's so many young people. I just did a class in like Atna. About Atna, there's a student from Peak, like engineering students who comes and like, they talk about, you know, some of them they are engineers, they want to go engineer, electrical engineer, but they have a knowledge of just the books.
It's just a box.
So I have a little bit of knowledge of books, but I have more knowledge on hands-on. So they come and they get to know the hands-on and to be in the field with us. So we're doing something in the community, but I would like to do more in African community.
That's exactly.
You know, because that is, I feel there's a ticket, a gold ticket, because God gave us the best weather than anything.
You can say that again.
You know, there's the best weather that you can get anywhere.
I'm telling you, brother. You know.
So I feel like we should push it. you
Yes.
know. We should push it to the limit whereby the water can flow back to our home. Again, if an African is a homeowner,
Yes.
he can have a solar here too, not just to take it home.
Yeah,
but also
that's
he
where
can
it
have
starts.
That's where
That's
it
to me.
starts,
That's where it
yeah.
starts.
So you see, one thing I like most is that yes, we are all ambassadors of our own continent. That's the reason why when I heard about solar, I thought about my home. I knew that Africa has got so much sun, and yet we are in darkness. I was trying to find a reason why we are still in darkness when we have the best solar in the world. The sun that we can find in Africa, it's not the same sun that we are over here. So meaning it needs men like you, Richard and Brother Mike, to step up and try to put light to the people that are over here, to say we have a responsibility to making sure that we acquire so much knowledge and change the African continent.
Well, we started with this.
So we start with this.
Yes. We started
So
with
brothers and
this.
sisters, even if you're in Pittsburgh, if you're an African, please see to it that you have solar in your house. Connect, call, who bring the men that are advanced in things like this. And so we are lucky to have our own Richard and our own Mike that will talk about the installation and the financial part of it. And of course, Uncle Lenny will show up to making sure that everyone else sees what is going on.
There you go. That's good.
Yes, yes.
So we're gonna have to go and see
Yeah.
the other part.
Yes.
Focus in on the dress shoes.
All right.
Now, put your hands on the sides.
All right.
And you can walk down. Yeah, take your time.
I'm fine. So guys, I wanted you to know that I was up here. I'm not just making it up. I'm really serious about solar, guys. And please, it's a responsibility that we all got to do. We shouldn't leave it for the government. But I want you to take up your step to making sure that you make a call to Uncle Lenny, 412-853-7754. We need to make sure that all Africans that lives over here in Pittsburgh, there is solar. And the good part, we have a good man. My brother, how are you?
I'm finer than frogs.
You speak to them.
Hello. No, I don't know how to speak.
I just tell them the good part about solar.
The best part about solar.
Yes. So guys, we have good men like him. He will come in your house. They will install.
Yes.
All right. Now we are holding on to the major over there.
Yes, the man. That's the man.
So anyway, I'm going to show you another way of doing solar.
Okay.
You may not have a roof
Okay.
that is suitable for your solar.
All right.
But there's another way. This is called what they call ground mount.
Okay.
Yes.
The ground mount, if you have a big land
Yes.
or property
Yeah.
and you don't want a solar on your roof,
Okay.
but you want a solar on the ground.
Okay.
So you can do, like right there where I have the stuff, you can put a rack and they can do the solar panels on the middle. Just all you have to do is to run the trench.
Yes.
And the trench is going to be connected to your solar.
So you mean even if I have a house and then the roof is not suitable for me to put the panels, but I have a space on my property, I can put solar
Correct.
on the ground.
Yes.
So guys, don't worry about your roof. On what you are worried about, just make that phone call. That's all you need.
Yes.
Don't worry about what you don't have. Even if you don't have money, we have people that will come in and making sure that the panels are at your house. Mister, you're still showing us.
So there's another way. There's so many ways. Like if you look around here, if you turn around and look about the deck. When we build the deck, when we build a deck, I'm gonna put in more solar.
You're gonna put
It's
more
not
solar.
because I don't have enough.
Okay.
It's because the more I put on, because I can do it, it's a way I can invest and then I can earn the credit from the government. Then whatever I don't use, they give me a check. They pay me.
Okay.
And also what I don't use in summer, I can use in summer, in the winter time, and then I can get the credit.
This honestly speaking, I want to understand this part. He says he gets a check from the government. My house bill, my apartment bill, I paid $200 just in a small apartment. But this man, he says he gets a check just because he has panels. Instead of him paying them, they are paying him. Guys, I don't know what you are waiting for. That money that you are paying for electricity, you could even send it to your parents at home. You could even send a brother to go to school. Why sending to Duquesne? Meanwhile, you can save that money. My brother. It's blowing my mind out. So you are still showing us. You're telling
So
us.
anyway, I'm gonna show you what Duquesne, after you install
Okay.
the solar, what they give you.
Oh, okay.
What they give you is because I don't have a battery, okay?
Okay.
So they give what they call a net meter.
Oh, a net mirror.
A net meter is not like the regular meter. They come after you do the installation and they do what they call the inspection.
Okay.
The inspection is to make sure everything safety first.
Okay.
You have to make sure the install done with a professional. I'm certified. I'm a certifier.
Okay.
I went to school for it. I'm certified. I do it. Trainings over and over. I do Tesla training. I do everything.
Okay.
We have to be certified and we have to get a permit for it.
Okay.
So when you look at it, that's what I was telling you. Look at this. Mr. Mike, you want to check it out what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Right now there's no sun, but my house is running on solar.
Wow.
You see that arrow?
Mm-hmm.
The arrow that facing to that way,
Yes.
which means the solar is feeding to the grid.
Wow.
So when you see what they call net meter,
Okay.
that's the net meter right there. So right now, this is what they call my solar disconnect.
Okay.
So if to show you what I was talking about is true that I'm running on solar. If I turn off my solar right now,
Okay.
my Duquesne is gonna kick on. But right now, there's no sun.
Okay.
You know, the house is running, the lights are on, you know, I have kids and everybody, you know, the fridge is running, everything is running in the house.
So you pretty much power everything in the house from solar.
Yes, everything right now is running off solar and there's no sun. But I'm producing more than what I can use.
Wow.
So I have an app, I can even show you how much my solar is producing. But right now, I'm running off solar. There's no Duquesne light, even though it's, now you can imagine, if I'm running off solar right now with no sun, summertime, I'm popping.
You are
I'm
popping.
popping like
And
nothing.
now money comes in your pocket.
Money
Because you have
comes
an
in,
extra
and then
spend.
the money I get,
Yes.
I put it back to pay the system. Because the system, even though I may not have a full money of it,
Mm-hmm.
but the money I'm supposed to be paying on Duquesne every month,
Yes.
which is $300, I paid towards the loan I took out, or towards PPM, I took out some money
Okay.
to pay for it in full so that I can own the system
You got on the system.
at the time. So within like 3-4 years from now,
Mm-hmm.
the system will be paid off.
Okay.
So when it's paid off, will be fine. And what the money I'm paying the system is not my money.
Mm-hmm.
It's that money I was supposed to be paying Duquesne
Mm-hmm.
that I'm paying my system.
That's exactly.
You know, so
Yep.
within 3 years, I'll be having free debt.
Date.
So everything, that 4,000 I was paying every year
Yes.
in electricity
Yeah.
is going to be going in my pocket.
In your pocket.
Or pay towards my house to cut down my mortgage.
Mortgage.
To pay for the
Oh
principal.
wow.
So,
Wow. So guys, you see the importance of
hey,
this?
what's up, wifey? Whenever your solar comes up, okay,
Okay.
this is what happened. The solar from the roof,
Okay.
because you know, when I was building the roof and the house, I knew that I wanted solar to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
So all my pipes, I run them inside,
Okay.
and they're coming here.
Okay.
This right here, this is the pipe that comes from the roof.
Oh, okay.
So it comes in and it turns into the inverter. This inverter right here, they're made in with Israel, owned by Israel.
Okay.
But again,
Solar Edge.
solar edge. So it changes from DC
Mm-hmm.
to AC.
To
As soon
AC.
as the AC now is usable, you can use it as your solar.
Mm.
Like solar now, you're using it as your normal electricity bill. So pretty much right now, it comes from the roof, change it into AC. DC changes into AC, and then started feeding back into the grid.
Wow.
Or you can start using it. So
Wow. So guys, you can see the system. That it's vast and it's professional. It's not bush mechanicals, but it's proper way on how to do these things. It's important to making sure that you get the right experts to do your right thing in your house.
All right, we could go to the